Hello there, my name is Sharron Robbie. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the Devon and Cornwall Training Providers Network, an organisation that represents and supports training providers across the South West Peninsula. We're also a registered charity supporting individuals into employment, into education, and supporting them gain the skills that they need to have a productive and an enjoyable career. The term career, what does that mean? Is it different to a job? Well, I think so. A job is something that perhaps that you do because you need some extra money, or it's something that you fall into when you leave school. It may be something that you weren't expecting to do, but needs must. Out of necessity, financial necessity, you do that job. However, there's also little jobs that you'll do around the home as well. A career, slightly different. You may go into a job and then you may find you have a passion, a real interest in that particular job, and you progress through. That progression then turns that job, that initial job, into a career. And that's what's happened with me. I started off in life doing different jobs. And then eventually I've ended up with a career within education and within, as I say, the charity sector. So a career, and you can have a number of different careers throughout your lifetime. So you may start off doing one thing, you'll move to another, you'll turn that into a career. That's a passion and an interest in a particular area, sector, job, theme. And then you may decide to do some more training, some more education, some more learning, more exploration of yourself and what you want to do or how you want to develop as an individual. And that will turn into another career within another sector. My dream job as a child, I had two things. I wanted to be an air hostess. That was the term that was used back in the 70s, air hostess. Now they say cabin crew. And I wanted to join the WRENS, the Women's Royal Naval Service, now the Royal Navy. I was too tall, I'm 6 foot tall. And believe it or not, back in the day, you could not be cabin crew if you were over a certain height, if you were a female. So that was gone for me. However, I was able to join the Women's Royal Naval Service and I served for 7 years as a WREN. And I trained as a dental nurse and I did an apprenticeship as a dental nurse. And then, as I say, I joined the Royal Navy and I did the most fantastic time in the Royal Navy. What a fantastic job, what a fantastic career. And I met so many fantastic people. I learned loads of new skills, a lot of self-discipline. Learned lots about myself, but made friends that I'm still friends with those people nowadays. And, that's nearly 50 years ago that I was in the Royal Navy. So that was the first thing that I thought I was going to do. And I did that. And I'm really proud that I did that. But since that initial, that's what I want to do, I've actually held a number of different roles. And I think it's really important that as you develop, as you change as an individual, as you go through your teenage years, your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, yeah? I'm now in my 60s, but I'm still really ambitious. I'm still really interested in the world. I still want to see what I can do, and I still want to learn and find out more. So that means that opens up lots of different doors for me. And what it can do for you as an individual means that you don't become stale, that you can move on. And that's where we get that career progression from. When we look at success, what sort of skills do successful people have? What skill do I think that you need to be successful? Well, there are a couple of skills that you need to be successful. But the first skill that I think is confidence. Confidence, and confidence in being able to explore your options, a confidence in being able to speak with people. So communication is another key skill. So confidence, communication, they're intrinsically entwined, but they absolutely lead to success. And being confident doesn't mean to say that you're loud, that you're at the center of attention all the time. It's confidence in your ability, confidence in where you're going, confidence in knowing who you are. That's what I would put confidence. When I look back at my career, when I look back over my life, and I started work very, very young. I started work at age 14, part-time working in a fish and chip shop. Are there things that I would have done differently? And I think about that sometimes, and I don't think about that in a negative way. I think about that in just a reflective moment. One of the things I would have done differently, there were occasions where I was offered opportunities. And in my younger self, I was perhaps not as confident in actually taking those opportunities. So sometimes I look back and I think, I wonder what would have happened if I'd taken that path rather than this path. However, saying that, I do not regret anything that I've ever done. And I think it's a really important that as human beings that we understand that we all make mistakes. Yeah, there's good times, there's bad times. We all make mistakes, but actually a mistake can be overcome. There is always another path. There is always something else. And I am living proof of that because I have made some huge mistakes. Okay, but I've learned from them. I've dusted myself up and I've carried on. My one piece of advice to young people starting out in their early stages of going into the world of work or going on to further education or to higher education is during your time, during your life, you will be presented on occasion with a series of doors. If there is a door, open it and go through it because you never know what's going to be on the other side. Have faith in yourself, have confidence, have belief. When that door presents itself, push on the handle and walk through it, and you never know where it's going to take you.